Hey guys!
Hi everyone,
Dina Wolf here.
and Delia Person.
We're going to be talking to you today about balancing blood sugars. So,
It's kind of scary how common it is nowadays.
It is.
It seems like everybody's being diagnosed with either gestational diabetes or pre-diabetic or already full-blown diabetes. So we know that it's something that it could be prevented and much more controlled once you have been diagnosed. So we wanted to share a few things with you, and I'm really excited to have you join us here on this live event.
yes, so very beneficial to start looking at some possible lifestyle changes to help balance your blood sugar more effectively. We know it does have a lot to do with what we're eating, right?
Yes.
And also, too, if we're not sleeping well, we're taking on a whole bunch of toxins, we're not hydrated, that's all going to affect how our body is able to convert the sugars that we're eating into storage, right? And so many of the people that we run into have some issues with their insulin, and either they don't have enough insulin, or the insulin that they do have is a little bit resistant, those kinds of things. So we want to give you some tools to help you help your body.
Yes, definitely. And one of the things is when somebody tells you you've been diagnosed with diabetes, they think that's it. It's, oh wow, I have diabetes. I'm going to just take the medication. I can't do anything else. We're here to educate you on how you can take your health into your own hands and to give you alternative measures to really restoring your health.
Yeah. So we want to kind of just break down a little bit like what essential oils are and how to use them. They are natural extracts from plants, and they are extremely potent and powerful. So we do like to use them as one of our balancing tools in the body to help support your body's natural ability to fight and ward off, whatever it needs to, which is really cool. So 50 to 70 times more potent than herbs, which is great, right? And we all know that herbs are wonderful for helping to balance the body. That's what they use in Chinese medicine.
Yes.
Is herbal remedies to help recover the body when we need to, right?
Yes. And a lot of nutritionists, they do recommend a lot of herbs. And you see people mixing different herbs and making teas, and they work. But think about the oils and how much more potent they are. As Dina just mentioned, that much more potency going internally or going aromatically or topically into your system to help you combat whatever's keeping you down.
Yeah, so Velia just touched on a few different ways that you can utilize your essential oils. So aromatic, you can just take the lid off of your essential oil and smell, okay? You can put it in a diffuser, and it mixes with water, and then you can diffuse into the air. Okay, and that puts out a fine mist, very volatile substances. They're able to get where they need to go really quickly, which is awesome. And because we want quick results, right? We're Americans. We want quick results, right?
Drive through.
We're impatient, and we don't want to wait, right? So it's a great way to help your body that way. Yes. Now, another way is topically. So a lot of us maybe don't like the taste or the smell of some of the essential oils, so we can just maybe rub them on the skin or put them on the bottom of the feet. We like to use the ones for blood sugar support over the abdomen quite a bit, and the spine or the feet, and because your pancreas is like right underneath your breasts, so it's a great spot to put your essential oils right over that pancreas so they can get in there and be more effective for you.
Right. And stay tuned for some awesome blends that Dina's going to recommend for you guys to use to help you combat and bring down that blood sugar.
Yes. And so the last way to use your essential oil is going to be internal. Now, this is very unique and specific to doTERRA essential oils, which is what we're going to be talking about today. And you always want to make sure that you're reading the labels on your essential oils, and it'll tell you on each bottle whether it's internal use or not. We have one here which is Slim and Sassy. This is one of my most favorite essential oil blends to use for helping to support a nice blood sugar. So my husband has actually been diabetic for probably the last 16 years, okay? And the longer you have it, usually the more brittle you become, where you see these huge fluctuations in the blood sugar. It'll go really low, and then it'll go really high, then really low, really high. Now for him, he's been really stable. probably the last 7 years or so, which is about the time that we've had essential oils. We've done multiple things. We've changed his diet, of course, because diet has a lot to do with it. And most of the time they'll diagnose you and they'll send you right over to diabetes education, right? Yes. And you'll follow a wonderful laid out nutrition plan for you, okay? For him, what we did was we cut out a lot of fried foods, and we cut out, what we did was we pretty much went with a vegan raw diet. And within 6 months, his blood sugar was completely normal, which is amazing. So yes. We sought out Gabriel Cousins, who is world renowned for his balancing blood sugars. And so we read a couple of books about him and what he could do, and thought, well, what the heck? What have we got to lose, right? Because it is a very slow, debilitating disease. And so, you know, making sure that you're managing your blood sugars good is very key.
Yes, and we don't want to scare anybody, but whenever I think about diabetes, it scares me and terrifies me. I have been fortunate enough not to be diagnosed or whatever, but both my parents are diabetic, so this is very near and dear to my heart. We have also helped them restore better health in their body by doing the plant-based diets, adding the alkaline water, the lifelong vitality, and a couple of other oils that Dina has been walking me through to take care of them. My mom has been off all her medication and is taking only her oils and LLV. So we're going to talk a little more about that and what it can do for you. So I really want to encourage you guys to, again, take your health into your own hands and don't just say, oh, well, I'm diabetic or I have high or low blood sugar or whatever. There are ways that you can actually
help support your body better.
Definitely.
Your body's able to heal itself if we give it the right tools. Okay. So, that being said, I just kind of want to share, like she's like, you got to tell the story about your patient. So I was a nurse for a long time, almost 15 years. And one of my patients came in and he was diabetic, and he had a gangrenous toe, and he had it for quite a while. He refused to shower. And one day he took his sock off, or actually one of the employees, he was in a nursing home, one of the employees took the sock off and his toe came off with it. And so, you know, there's such a fine line, you know, like it's such a debilitating disease, and you don't think about the long term. We only think about the right now sometimes. And so in doing that, you know, if he would have been maybe educated better, had some good, you know, really good tools, had some support in his life, he lived alone, and ended up in a nursing home anyway for some back issue or something. So, you know, it's really hard to be the one supporting yourself all the time, but nobody else is going to do it but you.
Exactly.
So you really do have to take control of your health if you do want to get better and not go down that terrible road of, you know, blood sugar imbalance. It's very debilitating. It starts affecting your memory. You start losing toes. You get sick a lot. You can't clear infections very well. It eats up your kidneys and damages your kidneys. You end up on dialysis. So it's a very ugly road to go down. So we want to give you some tools to help your body do what it needs to do to support you. Okay?
Yes, definitely.
Hi guys. Hi Chris. Hi Wendy.
Hi everybody.
Hi Paula. Paula's on here. And Diane. Hi Diane. Hi Chris.
And Michelle.
And Michelle. Hi Michelle. Awesome. So the base of all your efforts to keep your blood sugar as balanced as your body can is the lifelong vitality. So we're going to talk a little bit about this. Okay, so this is a 3-part system, absolutely amazing for blood sugar support. Okay, but not only that, we've read a lot where diabetes and blood sugar imbalance is linked to inflammation in the body. Okay, so that being said, what we want to do is, what's the best way to combat inflammation is to give your body the tools to turn it off, right? So it's great when you have like a injury, like maybe you broke a leg or you stubbed your finger and it's bleeding. Your immune system needs to get stimulated so that you can start the process of repairing, right?
Right.
So, but when we have that inflammatory response on, like a light switch that just doesn't come off, right? And it's on and on and on, and it just keeps going, we just have this continuous inflammation. Now, that can lead to more problems, right?
Yeah, and they said that your body's the inflammation in your body is its way of telling you it needs help. It's
crying out.
It's crying out, and the only way it knows how to do that is to start, with the whole inflammation process.
So one of the ways to help your body reduce that inflammation, turn that off, reduce the stress, help to manage blood sugar, digestive, cardiac support, hormone support, all that stuff is the vitamin kit, okay? So the first one's going to be your Microplex, and that's going to be all of your vitamin and minerals, 22 trace vitamins and minerals that are in here, all the nutrition your body needs, because it can't rebuild, repair, or restore without the proper nutrients.
Right.
It's like trying to build a house and not have any nails or wood. You just have a hammer. And you're like, well, what am I going to do with this hammer? I'm not going to hammer anything. No, what am I going to hammer? The mud? No, that's not going to work very well, right? So then we have the Alpha CRS, okay, and that's going to be all your plant-based nutrition with your antioxidants to help fight off the free radical damage that occurs with everything. Anytime you make energy, you have free radical that comes off. So very important that we have those antioxidants to counterbalance all that stuff that we're producing, okay, and what we're exposed to. So we're exposed to a whole bunch of junk every day that we don't even realize.
Voluntary and involuntary.
Voluntary and involuntary. I know even walking around the block, a car goes by, there's a whole bunch of exhaust, and I'm like, somebody's smoking next to me, that's not voluntary.
Yeah,
and I said I inhale whatever he's got, right? So definitely we want to keep mindful of what we're putting in, for sure. And there's other ways to do that as well. Right. Now the last one is your omega. So this is your 369 fatty acids. If you are vegan or vegetarian, it does come in a vegan formula for you where it's all plant-based as well. Now, this is wonderful because it has 9 essential oils in it as well. So we have Roman chamomile, we have clove, we have frankincense, thyme, caraway for digestive, we have wild orange, German chamomile, ginger root. Now, all those are going to aid in cumin oil. Those are all going to aid in keeping the immune system balanced as your body can, okay? So this is support for your body so that it can do those functions that it needs to do. This is the base of all your efforts, falls here into the lifelong vitality for blood sugar balance, okay? This is going to be your -- key balancer. And really for anything that has like I said, an itis attached to it. So, anything that might be somewhat inflammatory in any respect, not just to do with the blood sugar, but, with anything. So that's my first go-to is that lifelong vitality, because you really can't repair, rebuild, or restore your body without the tools that your body needs,
And a lot of people might be discouraged, like, oh, I don't want to give up what I'm eating. I like doing this or doing that. If you just start incorporating good stuff in your body, slowly but surely your body's going to respond better to it. So, you're not going to cut off what you're eating immediately. It's unrealistic, and we know that.
Yeah.
But if you start incorporating things such as a lifelong vitality, right, you're already getting one step closer to restoring your health. So start incorporating those into your meals, breakfast and evening, and you'll start seeing a huge change just in your clarity of mind.
Yeah.
And you'll notice that because of all the essential oils in them and the things that the vitamins offer, you're going to get a new perspective on life. And before you know it, you're going to start eliminating the bad things that you're eating and start incorporating more of the good things, because your body's going to crave it.
Yeah.
And it just knows what it wants, and all we have to do is listen to it a little better.
Very true. So those of you that know us know that we like to cleanse and purge a lot of junk. So we've just come off of a 6 weeks of parasite flush, okay? And that also helps to combat a lot of the candida in the body as well. So really anything that doesn't belong, it's getting evicted right now. So it's been a really interesting journey, okay?
To say the least.
To say the least, right? Okay. So and we've shared that whole journey with you. So if you're looking, there's a parasite flusher on this page, and you can look that up. And that was back in March, end of March. Okay. So we are now incorporating meals that are ideal, because we definitely don't want to make the environment to where it's friendly for critters or unfriendly things, right? So if we make it an environment that's very alkaline by drinking alkaline water, using the essential oils to keep us alkaline, having that high vibrational frequency from the essential oils, we're then making it an environment that's not friendly for critters, right? And so, and the interesting thing is, some of the meals that we prepare, like, we think, ew, that has fennel, who would eat a fennel? But when you create the meal the way it's supposed to prepare, it tastes really good. And so, don't always discount certain foods because you think, ew, that's going to taste terrible. You can actually find ways to make it taste really good, right?
That was me. Our lunch today, I was not. Dinner today was
She's
not.
like, ew, it's going to taste disgusting. And I was like,
we had to have like fennel bulbs, and we'll share all that with you later. But here's the deal, and it's really interesting. Unfriendlies or disease cannot live in an alkaline body. Okay, so if we take our water, because we're mostly water, right? So if our water is dirty on the inside, then illness can come in and reside, because we're creating an environment. So Dina's touching on, creating an environment where disease cannot exist. So if you keep your body at an alkaline state, keep it refreshed, keep your water clean, right, with the right foods, the right vitamins, the right everything, right essential oils, then you will not be able to harbor that, and it will just go away. Right? That's how it goes. Hi, guys.
Hi, Sean.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Margaret.
Hi, Sandra. Margaret. So we're going to go a little more into depth about the eating plan and what we're doing. So as you know, Dina and I like to guinea pig ourselves. So we're never going to recommend something
then we'll recommend
to you guys, right, without us doing it first. Like we've been, like the parasite one was, it was just so funny. We're doing all this, live talking about our flatulence and what's going on here and there, but then we could recommend it to you guys. On day 3 it's like this, on day 5 now everybody's different, but we're going to be continuing to experiment on ourselves, so then we can bring about the results to you, and then see if you guys want to engage and jump in and have fun with us.
Yep. So that's to come.
Definitely. Stay tuned.
But for balancing your blood sugar, definitely, we want to make sure that water is clean, like she said. So you would never, wash your clothes in the same dirty water that you had from the cycle before, right?
Right.
So we need to make sure that we're taking on good fluids every single day. We like to drink about a gallon of water a day. But to know the minimum amount, you could take your body weight and divide it in half, and then turn that into ounces, and that's going to be the amount of ounces that you need. So if you're 150 pounds, you would need 75 ounces of water, and that's per day, not per week. That's per day. Okay. So I scan people and I say, do you drink water? Because it's going really slow, and they're like, well, I haven't had any in a couple weeks. What? Your laundry's getting done in dirty water. Okay. So definitely don't wash your organs in dirty water. All right. So now another product that I absolutely love for balancing and helping to support the blood sugar is the Slim and Sassy. Okay, so this comes in an oil blend, but it also comes in a capsule formula. If you don't like the taste of Slim and Sassy, it comes in an already made capsule. In my experience, the oil form works better than the capsule form. Just for me personally, that's, even though I'm not a huge fan of the taste of it, I put it in a glass of water, a little 1 ounce glass, and I shoot it like a shot. Okay. So the oils that you don't like the taste of, make sure you have your shot glass and your chaser ready to go, and you're good, okay? Follow it up with a whole bunch of water. Now, the reason that Slim and Sassy is so wonderful for helping to support a balanced blood sugar is because it contains 5 essential oils in it. Now, the first one is peppermint. So peppermint works really wonderful for helping to support digestion, and then also to help reduce food cravings. So I don't know about you, but like in doing this whole detox, and sometimes those critters are like, just feed me. And you're like, no, I'm not going to feed you. do. I'm just doing this cleanse and I gotta do it. So you'll put a couple drops of peppermint underneath your tongue and you're like, oh, okay, I feel like I got control of my cravings, you know?
Yeah, sometimes something sweet to
Yes.
just, you know, kind of, and Slim and Sassy, I actually like the taste of it.
Yeah.
So I like to put it in my water, drink that throughout the day. I've also made my own capsules, so I've never had a bad experience with them. So
That's awesome.
Really good stuff, 2 or 3 times a day in capsules. It really helps with cravings. It does help lower the blood sugar. And again, with my parents,
awesome.
we've had them on the Slim and Sassy. They take it 2 or 3 times a day, also in their water. And they've just reported nothing but positive.
It's awesome.
Positive things.
So another one of the oils that's in there is ginger. And ginger helps to aid in digestion as well as boost metabolism. So metabolism is usually an issue with blood sugar imbalance as well. And then also too, we have some digestive upset, and that's usually the reason that we have the blood sugar imbalance in the first place, because it is affecting digestive organs. Then we have 2 citrus oils in there, grapefruit and lemon. Both of those help to aid in the breakdown of fat, and then also boost mood. And then they also aid in keeping fluid balanced as well. Okay, so they're wonderful support for all those. And then the last one, which is my favorite for this blend, is cinnamon. And cinnamon helps to aid in blood sugar balance. So it's helping that metabolism as well, and then helping your body be more effective with its insulin. Okay, so it's a wonderful support for the pancreas in all of its functions. Okay, so let me repeat that. It is a wonderful support for the pancreas and all of its functions. All right.
So now I'm going to share a little bit about something. If
all right. Yes, absolutely.
So when I went to my my father's primary physician, I showed him what I was going to put him on, plant-based diet, all the good stuff. Because you know what, you can do whatever you want. Your dad's been diabetic for about 20 some odd years now. His pancreas is pretty much damaged. It's toast.
Yeah.
So what the pancreas function is it actually produces insulin. Right? So what happens when the pancreas gets tired and it's worn out and it's all gunky, then it doesn't produce insulin anymore, right? And as I understand it, there's these little carriers that are in your body. So if you're consuming things that have sugar in it, what happens is those little carriers come in and take the sugar out, right? It goes through everything, comes out through the kidneys, and it comes on out. But what happens is when you stop eating healthier and you're a little more damaged, and when diabetes comes, right? What happens is those carriers start disappearing. So now nothing's helping you get sugar out of your system. So your pancreas starts getting all gunked up, right? And your poor kidneys are working so hard to flush everything out. So this doctor had said, whatever you want to do with your dad, it doesn't matter. You know, it's not going to change anything. And I'm like, watch me. I took it on as a personal challenge. That's my dad. So we went back, and before you know it, I had my dad on a 30-day cleanse. By week 3, he no longer needed his medication. Now, his insulin dropped from 30 units to 5 units in the morning, and it dropped from 35 till about 10 or 11 in the evening. So what that told me is that his pancreas started producing insulin. So doctors tell you what they know, and unfortunately many of them don't know much about nutrition and how to restore your health using things such as raw foods, vegan diet, and these essential oils and vitamins. So I was just in awe that after 3 weeks, my dad being diabetic for 20 some odd years, I was testing his blood sugar 3 or 4 times a day, making sure my dad was okay, and my mom as well, because they were on the protocol together. And my mom was off of her meds after 3.5 weeks. My dad was doing amazing, and I was just in awe of what it did for my parents. And I'm so encouraged to continue sharing it because I saw it with my own eyes.
Yeah, and it's amazing when it affects somebody that's close to you, for sure. So diabetes runs in my family, and so it's something that's like near and dear to my heart. Plus my husband has it, so we really have to watch our kids to make sure that we, you know, aren't passing that gene on, because it can be turned on and off. It is hereditary, but we have the ability to turn on and off that gene expression. Okay, so 30% is what we're given as far as DNA. 70% is what you do with your DNA. Okay, so keep that in mind, and if you do want to possess the tools to move forward and maybe come off of some of the synthetics that you have, that's something that you can work with your doctor with, and we will help to supplement in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so now another tool that I like to use is the DDR Prime. So the DDR Prime actually is a cellular repair blend made by doTERRA that has some really cool oils in it, and the oils that are in there help to repair and restore DNA. So where we have cellular damage, it helps the body go in and say, this needs to be fixed. Let's start fixing it. And so now once you're on the Lifelong Vitality, you have the tools to start fixing things, right? So then your body's going to utilize the oils plus the nutrition, and then you have cellular repair happening, which is amazing. So I have one good friend, her dad came, she brought her dad to me, we scanned him. He was very resistant to try anything that I had to offer, okay? And he did it out of the love for his daughter. So she said, please, Daddy, I want you to do it. He said, okay, fine, I will do it. Well, within about a month, he had gone back to his doctor, and the doctor had to take him off 3 of his meds.
Nice.
And so it's been phenomenal. So now he's off even more, and he just continues to get better and better. He is doing lifestyle changes, so he changed his diet. Okay, so we did a food scan on him, so we knew exactly what to feed him. And then also too, he's cleansing. He's cleansing on a regular basis to help his liver, his lungs, and his kidneys. So if that's something that you struggle with blood sugar imbalance or inflammation of any kind, anything with an itis, I do like to have the possibility of having you do a cleanse as well, because it's such a nice reset for the body. It helps you. It's like we have a trash can, and once our trash can is full, our body's like, nope, not going to take anymore, not having it, not going to do it, all right, forget it, I threw in the towel, let the diseases come, okay? Right. And that's kind of how it is. But when we start emptying a little bit of that trash can out, and we remove some of the toxins and stuff that we've accumulated over time, we then can tolerate certain things, okay? Then we just keep at it, and just keep at it, and keep removing those toxins. We have years and years of stored up junk that we need to get rid of, right? All the time. We have it in our house, we have it in our bodies, we have it everywhere, okay? So, makes sense, right? To get rid of the clutter.
That's what's neat. I mean, our cells are constantly dying off, but nobody tells us that we can repair ourselves. You know, and to know that there's a way to rejuvenate, repair, and just give it what it needs so your body can heal itself is amazing. So knowledge is power for sure. Yes. One thing I like to tell people, Dina, is to look at their medications. Like, I know that you guys have medications, but there's little pamphlets that come with it, and it shows you what the medication is, what it contains, and it also shows you all the secondary side effects that come with the medication. So I would encourage you guys, if you do have medication at home, to take some time, open up those pamphlets, and just really educate yourself on the medication and what it's doing to your body. If you have any questions, you can talk to your doctor, and he can give you a little more information on those side effects and how they're...
Or pharmacists, too.
Or pharmacists
same
as
well.
well.
They can do this. They can both can.
For sure.
Yeah, so Dave, that's a great question. So we're talking about both. We've seen good results with both types. Type 1s have cut down on a lot of their insulin usage, so they're not needing as much. It makes it, the oils are really nice because it cleans off the cell receptor sites, so you're able to utilize the insulin you do have more effectively. Hopefully that makes sense. So we're going to kind of share a couple of blends, okay? So we love to use the essential oils on a daily basis, and you could put Slim and Sassy in your water 3 to 5 drops 3 to 5 times a day. That is the ideal way to utilize your Slim and Sassy. I've had some people say, oh, well, I used it once this week and it didn't really work great for me. Well, you know, maybe try upping it just a little bit, because we're eating. You want to provide that essential oil blend for your body every time you're taking a meal, okay? Or in between, okay? And so it's a great way to help support your body all throughout the day, okay? So Slim and Sassy, if you're doing the oil blend, 3 to 5 drops 3 to 5 times a day in your water, okay? You can also add the 3 drops to a capsule and take that internally. If you don't like the taste. But like I said before, I find it to be more effective with the water. Plus, too, the water is very important, okay? So I've noticed, too, those of the people that take it in the water drink more water. And then we get to wash off those organs and glands.
Okay, so here's a question that I know a lot of you are going to ask.
Okay.
when you first start drinking water, you have to run to the potty a whole lot, right?
Yes.
But after a few days, you don't have to go to the bathroom as much.
No,
so,
your body catches up.
yeah, and Dina's going to explain a little more about what happens, why that happens. But a lot of people will not drink water because they have to go to work, they're driving, or they're this. They'll come up with 1,000 excuses why they can't drink enough water. So we're going to go ahead and tell you why you should and how you're not going to be frequently running to the bathroom as long as you allow the allotted amount of time for you to flush out whatever needs to flushed out.
Yeah, so like your days off or the weekend or whatever, just start upping your fluids and you'll notice that it'll take about 3 days, but after 3 days your body says, oh, okay, they're going to keep continuing to give me this water. Okay, I don't have to purge so much, you know, because your body is really trying to get rid of just the junk that you've collected. It really wants to get rid of it. We just need to give it the tools to do it. That's really all. Okay, so now someone who has high blood sugar, we would want to use in a 10 milliliter roller ball with fractionated coconut oil. You're going to place 13 drops of coriander. If you don't have coriander, you can use basil. Okay, and then 3 to 10 drops of the Slim and Sassy. Okay, 2 drops of oregano. Hot stuff. Yep. Top that off with the fractionated coconut oil, and you're going to roll that on 2 to 3 times a day. Okay. You can also add 1 drop of each to a capsule and take that internally. If you want to take that internally 3 times a day, you can do that as well. Okay. So the coriander, the Slim and Sassy, and the oregano. Okay. Now, if someone who suffers from lower blood sugar, where it just keeps dropping, okay, then we can use rosemary, geranium, and cypress. So if we want to apply that to the reflex point, we can do that, or we can put that in a capsule and take it internally as well. Okay, so 1 drop of each, or if you want to make a roller ball blend, you can do 10 drops of each. So it's rosemary, geranium, and cypress. Okay. Now I do get this a lot. This is a big question for neuropathy type discomfort. Okay, so that tingling, achy discomfort in the lower legs. Dr. Hill actually made the AromaTouch blend really wonderfully for helping all of those issues in the lower extremities. So even if it's in like the fingertips and the hands, you can use some AromaTouch blend, and that helps to support the circulation in those areas, which is really nice. And so we like to use it on the legs. So sometimes my legs get a little bit restless. I don't know about yours. Yeah, she stayed the night before with me, and I've had a few of my friends go, "Were you running a marathon?" And I'm like, "No." Oh, but my legs were, because they just won't stop moving. And so they become very like restless, and they also ache really bad. And so that discomfort gets nice relief with that massage blend from doTERRA. And it's also called AromaTouch, which is an amazing blend.
And the best part is it's a massage blend, but you don't have to actually have a massage. Like you put it on, and within 30 seconds it's in your bloodstream, and it's doing what it needs to do to get done.
Yeah, it's actually pretty amazing. And then we have another blend to share with you. So you can actually use the AromaTouch blend. You can add 10 to 15 drops to a roller and roll that on, or you can just use it straight out of the bottle. Okay. And then how about a blood sugar support tea?
Ooh,
does that sound good?
Tasty.
Yeah, that sounds yummy, right? All right, so that's going to actually be 1 to 2 drops of cinnamon bark oil mixed in your cup of hot water, okay, and as hot as you like it, okay. And then you can also add agave or raw honey to it for a lower glycemic index. Okay. And if we want to do like a grapefruit detox, we have one of those as well. So that's going to be 1 to 2 drops of cassia or cinnamon, plus 3 drops of grapefruit in a 24-ounce bottle. Okay, so you want to be using glass, ceramic, or stainless steel. And you're going to shake it, but not stir it. And you're going to drink it all throughout the day. And that's going to be your detox delight. Okay, so that one you're going to be going to the bathroom quite a bit.
FYI.
Because grapefruit, sorry about that, grapefruit is a natural diuretic, like a diureser, so it helps to get that excess fluid off of the body as well. Hey, Chris.
And Diane wants to share, I had neuropathy in one foot. The doctor said I had 25% chance of it going away with his treatment. I used Aroma Touch 3 to 5 times a day, and guess what? No more pins and needles feeling. Wow.
That is amazing. Thank you for sharing that, Diane. That is phenomenal. I love, love, love that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So cool.
Thanks for sharing.
All right. So does anybody have any questions so far?
Let's see. We have a question from Dave. He says, what about muscle cramps in calves and inner thighs?
Yes. So the Aroma Touch blend is actually wonderful for that as well. And also you can use separately marjoram and cypress and kind of like massage that into the areas as well, or use the blend, which contains both of those anyway. So it's awesome. Great question.
Try the blend. Try the blend.
The blend is amazing. It was one of my least favorite blends when I started using oils, and I was like, it just stinks.
Yeah, it doesn't smell that great. Well, to me, it doesn't smell that great. Now I'm kind of getting used to it.
Yeah, and now I love it because I think because of the functionality of it, it's helped me so much with like head tension and sore muscles and leg cramps and all kinds of stuff. So now I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to have my Aroma Touch everywhere I go.
Right. Diane shares, Dave, that she uses marjoram for muscle cramps with great results.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. So we have an emotional relief and pancreatic support as well. And for that, you're going to apply 1 to 2 drops of geranium to the bottoms of the feet. Okay. And you can do that as often as you need to. Any questions at all so far?
A couple questions. Let's see. Check for questions.
No questions?
No questions yet.
Yeah. And how are we doing on time? Are we good on time? All right.
Okay.
Oh, so let's talk a little bit about. I don't know if you guys have tried any of the Slim and Sassy gum, but this is wonderful for keeping that the cravings down as well, I guess you could say. It's got the certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils in there with the Slim and Sassy blend, cinnamon, ginger, peppermint, and then the citrus oils, lemon, and grapefruit peel. And it doesn't have the xylitol or aspartame in it, which is really wonderful. So that's not something that I can take. Actually, sorry, it does have xylitol. Xylitol is what it's flavored with, sweetened with, and then a little bit of sorbitol. So, but you're not getting that artificial aspartame nasty stuff, which is cool.
Yeah, and when you first bite into it, it's a very so you can taste the Slim and Sassy, and you can taste all the oils. It's very, very strong.
Yep.
And then it dies out a little bit, but it does maintain the flavor for quite some time. I actually enjoy it. It comes in little round
Pop outs.
Yeah, like that
like
pop out.
Mm-hmm.
I like to get two at a time.
Oh, you get 2 at a time?
Yeah, it's just so I can chew it.
Yeah. So that's great for promoting a positive mood as well as helping to support the blood sugar and then reduce cravings too. And it does say long-lasting flavor on it. To me, it doesn't last that long, but
you mentioned that. It's funny, and to me, it does last long. So
Yeah,
that's weird.
yeah,
I guess it depends on the individual.
I'm not a gum chewer though, so
oh yeah, I used to be.
Yeah, it's not good
So
for your teeth, but yeah,
2 at a time.
2 at a time, just like big league. Yeah. Now we
have a
choose
big
spinach
wad on the side
and kale.
In the side here. So I want to share. There's a documentary that I would highly recommend for you to watch. Part of your educational library. It's called Simply Raw: Reversing Diabetes in 30 Days. So this is a documentary. Gabriel Cousins, MD. Has been part of that. Actually, he reviewed it, so it's really good.
That's the one we use for my husband.
Oh, really?
It's amazing.
Yeah. So featuring interviews with quite a few doctors and some that have their nice little credentials. So anyways, Simply Raw, Reversing Diabetes in 30 Days. It does talk about a group of people that were taken to like a little retreat, and they were given nothing but raw food, fruits and juices, and you can see their amazing transformation. So I would highly encourage you guys to do that.
It's very interesting. So everybody that did that study, actually blood sugars went back into normal, and they actually reversed their blood sugar imbalance, except for one, and one person kept leaving the like he didn't participate.
Right.
And he was a type 1. And his blood sugars were coming back into balance, and he freaked out, and he was young, so he kept like leaving and stuff. So it was very interesting, because you wanted so bad for him to stay because you knew that it was going to work for him, you know, but he just couldn't. I think he was like 19 or something. But it is an awesome documentary, and that's what we actually read and watched when me and my husband went raw vegan for a good 6 months, and it actually reversed it for him too. So yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
And like everything, it's not like it's you're not going to fix it in a day or two or whatever. Like Dina mentioned earlier, it is a lifestyle, and you do have to maintain a lot of the things. You will see sugars drop. You will see you feeling a lot better. The mental clarity will be there. You're going to just feel amazing. Yeah. But one thing we always talk about is when you're trying to maintain this healthy lifestyle, and you go and you visit and you hang out with people, everybody wants to feed you.
Yeah, and it's hard.
And you have, you can pack your lunch or whatever, but everybody wants to feed you, and that's okay once in a while. But if you're at home and you're prepping your meals and you're doing what you have to do, you're going to find that it's a lot easier to succeed in that type of lifestyle.
Because you're prepared. Being prepared means success for you.
And it's a mindset. It's not something that you can do overnight, but you really have to look at it and say, okay, I can live this way and be sick and feel this and not be around for a long time. Or if I am, I'm going to be moody, grouchy, and a bunch of other stuff that happens when you have ailments. Or I can really take matters into my own hands and figure out different ways that I can really try to restore my health. And living day by day, taking it one day at a time. There's times where I would overwhelm myself thinking about how long it was going to take me to do something. But now I just wake up every day, and I live it day by day. And I just try to make the best choices that I can on a daily basis. Now, I'm predisposed to diabetes because of my, both my parents, right? But again, like she said, I can turn it on or turn it off. I choose to turn it off. So I have had great blood results, nothing to worry about as of yet.
Family members, other than your
a few sisters. So it's really close. It's kind of like, I'm like looking at a plague. Don't touch me, like freeze tag, But it's one of those things where you can sit there and say, oh well, my parents are diabetic, my grandparents are diabetic. I'm just going to be diabetic, because what Dina and I meet a lot of people in life that we can educate them, and then they just don't do anything about it. And we have to be okay with that. Sometimes Dina said, we can't be attached to the outcome. It hurts, right? Because we have something. We're invested in people. Yeah, we have something that'll help you restore your health. But it's entirely up to you if you're going to take it and really, put the time and effort into it to just live day by day and really try to make better choices.
Yeah, so Dave's asking, how can you actually reverse type 1 when the pancreas has completely stopped producing insulin? That's a great question, and I have no idea. But I have seen people with no thyroid have thyroid function, and I have seen people with no pancreas insulin make insulin. Right. So somehow the body finds a way to do it. I just don't know the pathophysiology behind it, but I've seen it. So it's a great question. And that documentary that she mentioned, I would definitely look at that. There's tons of people that are type 1. Type 1. Yeah, and they recover.
Yeah, it's really
it's through lifestyle and diet.
Definitely. And the body, again, the body knows, and it can and it will heal itself if you give it the right steps. So sometimes you can't really, like she said, there's people who have no thyroid and have thyroid function. Like, that's crazy. Yeah. But it works. Somehow it works. Yeah. So I would definitely check out that documentary.
And I've seen that on multiple people. Not just one, like multiple people. So it can happen. But I just don't know the method behind how it happens. The body's just phenomenal. It's just amazing. So now someone, I did want to talk a little bit about coriander really quick before we go. Because coriander is from the seed of cilantro. And so it's a really good one for helping to balance blood sugar and support the blood sugar as well. And there's been times where I've had somebody have a high blood sugar, and we just use like 8 drops of the coriander internally. We'll do either that or Slim and Sassy, and it really depends on whichever one you have. There's no like right or wrong answer. Both of them work really, really well. But it helps to bring the blood sugar back to a stable location within about an hour or so. So we'll do it periodically within that hour, and then, you know, if it doesn't come down within that hour, then we'll just keep at it until it does, which is really nice. But you don't have to worry about, oh my goodness, am I going to make it like too low? You know, because the body will only do what the body is going to do, and the oils only support the body in doing what it's naturally going to do. So that's the wonderful thing about essential oils. It makes me love them so much.
Yeah.
Hi, Courtney. How are you? You know,
the whole thing. Oh, they heal. No, they help the body heal itself. So ultimately, your body is the one that's going to be doing the work. That's who does it. Really, is your body. Phenomenal stuff.
It is. It's an amazing tool. Amazing gift from God, right? So if you don't have any questions, we can go ahead and wrap it up. This is going to be on replay, so if you want to watch it again, absolutely feel free to watch it again and again. And if you have any questions at all that we can answer, if you need to get some essential oils into your hands, please let us know. Get with the person that invited you to this page, and they'll send you out a sample. If you don't have anybody and you just stumbled upon this page, give me just put my name in the box and Dina Wolf, and we'll get you a sample out. And I look forward to helping you get to feeling better and getting your blood sugar balanced and overall better, right?
That's right. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, we have an amazing team of individuals as well.
Yeah, we do. Amazing team. Dina has actually put together, there's about 2,000 people that she has helped restore their health, and they're helping others restore their health, which is amazing. So we have a really, really awesome community, private Facebook page for those that become the consultants to decide to join the team. And there you're going to have a lot of mentoring, a lot of encouragement. You have a question, you have 5-10 people all of a sudden just answering those questions for you. So really, really awesome team. Looking forward to hearing any of your comments, questions, concerns, things of that nature, and we can get back to you as soon as you guys have a question and we have an answer for you. So
absolutely.
I will be posting a picture of the documentary, so for those of you that are interested, or those of you that know of somebody who would be interested, I would highly recommend that you share that with them. Some stuff is kind of buried under the rubble there, but we'll go ahead and bring them to light. As long as you guys want to learn some more, we'll be here. All right.
All right. We look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful evening.
Bye.